Hello and welcome to another daily devotion. As this week we tackle the 10, as in the 10 Commandments. Charlton Heston holding up the tablets and then, having to retread and go back up and get 10 more. Maybe there was 20 on that first. Anyway, thou shalt not steal. I remember way back, one of my earlier memories, playing in the sandbox in preschool. Matchbox cars were the big deal, and I had a fair number of them. I had, police cars and fire engines because my dad was a police officer, and those were my favorites. And I had a little Dukes of Hazzard set with the General Lee and Daisy's Jeep and Uncle Jesse, whatever he drove. I think he drove the Jeep sometime, Boss Hogg's car. But anyway, this kid who was playing with me had these two race cars. Actually, he had three, but there were two that were really sharp looking. So I remember asking, could I play with him in the sandbox? We were building our tunnels and our roads and stuff. And then I buried the cars with the premise that I would say I couldn't find them here in the sand. And then I'd dig them up and I'd take them, which I did. I stole this kid's race cars. And when he asked me where they were, I told him, I don't know. They must have got lost in the sand. I gave them back to you. Whatever I may have said. I don't remember exactly what I said. But what I do remember is, as I'm playing with the cars back on the carpet at the house, my mom says, "Where'd you get those cars? Those don't look familiar." And then my mom sat down and looked me in the eye and said, "Where did you get those cars?" And I knew that I was in trouble. So I told her. I took them from Danny or Jimmy or whatever this kid's name was. So she said, "Well, you took something that didn't belong to you. So tomorrow you're going to go, and not only are you going to give Danny his cars back, you're going to apologize to Danny and to your teachers and to the rest of your class. You're going to stand up there and you can confess that you took these that didn't belong to you and why you're never going to do that again." The sin was bad. Lying about it was bad. But I think I never forgot the moment because I had to publicly confess what I had done. And when you take something from somebody else that doesn't belong to you, there's a desire there, a coveting of something that's not yours. There's the antithesis of a contentment with the things God has blessed you with. But there's also a factor of hurting your neighbor by doing something that takes away some of their enjoyment, something that belongs to them that they need, that they want, that they use, in this case, that they play with or treasure. And at the base level, while we say thou shalt not, these rules about why you shouldn't do these things, at the base level, it's about the relationships we share with each other and with God. The first 3 of the 10 are all about the vertical relationship, us and God. The other 6 are between us and each other, with the 4th being the Sabbath in between there. That affects both. But it's all about hurting yourself, hurting God's hopes for you, and doing things that would hurt your relationships with those you're called to love. At the essence, the commands are guidelines to love better and to not fall short in the trust and relationships we have with our neighbors. Like I said, I can't remember the kid's name, but I'll never forget, and I'm always grateful for the way my mom challenged me when I broke that command to not steal. More to come. We got 10 of these. I'm not sure we're going to cover all 10, but we'll get there. Tune in tomorrow to see which of the 10 we cover.